Alright guys, Papa Pepper here once again in this crazy thing I call my garden. Now, you know that one of the prominent features this year of my garden, and this is the first year I have this garden site, I'm really just turning raw woods into a garden area. But one of the prominent features is going to be this gourd tunnel. So this was built after being inspired at Baker Creek. I'm growing one of their competition strain snake gourds here. We're eating the smaller ones, and I've got two I'm growing just for seed. Looks like I've got at least 3 more I've got to harvest today for food, which is great because each one of those is like a meal for our family. But the cool thing is that I planted them over here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plants over here. 2 of them look like they may have not done a whole lot. The other 5 are real nice and big. And on this side I grew some birdhouse gourds, which you can see them here. They're the common ones people like to take, dry, turn into birdhouses. And I wanted just to grow some of those for crafts, for seeds, just to kind of have them around. Don't mind birds around, don't mind the kids doing nice wholesome crafts. So I grew them on this side. But the interesting thing is I think those plants are completely done. Because along the way, they're all, as far as I can tell, dead. At the bottom they're all dead, and you may be like, hey, well this one here is pretty green. Yeah, it is, but if you look, we got a snake gourd here, right over here. I was seeing them yesterday, but same thing where I think those are actually all, we'll walk to the outside. I think those are actually all snake gourds. See? Another snake gourd right there. So I'm thinking that these are all dead. Now, each year I'm going to rotate things, and I'm actually going to build a brand new one of these somewhere else in the garden, probably farther down that way. To grow my snake gourds next year. Kind of want to grow them in the same place every year. But I was thinking, you know, kiwanos are going to be a good choice. Maybe the baby fat artichoke cucumbers. Maybe some noodle beans, something else. But this side, I think I do have time left this year that I can grow some of the other varieties of gourds that I had hoped to this year. We grow some nice ones for scoops. We use them for feed scoops. They're kind of a ladle-shaped big spoon type gourd. So I've got some seeds for those that I'm actually going to be planting this year. I'll just let these continue to hang, and eventually they'll dry. And yeah, I mean, every stem running into these guys though, check this out. I mean, here you go, right? Brown stem, brown stem, brown stem, brown stem, brown stem. So they look like they're all done. I'll check the plants at the bottom. We'll get planting our new variety here, and then I'll continue just kind of plant some today for a fall crop. There's some corn up here. I had my green corn I was growing, but the squirrels shredded it up in that corner. So I'm going to add some compost mounds and plant some squash in there. Hopefully that'll work, and then do a couple other things because I still have free space in a lot of these gardens too. So a lot of these raised beds. So I was kind of happy to see this because it gives me an opportunity to grow another variety this year in the same place, hopefully. And I'm not sure, is it just that that's all they do? Or is it just that the plant ran its life cycle? Because some plants, once they kind of make the fruit for the next year that has the seed that's going to work out, they quit. With the snake gourds, you know, except for those 2, which may be on the same plant, maybe on different plants, out of those 7 plants, we're harvesting. We're not letting anything go to seed other than those 2. So maybe that's why they're still producing, and maybe that's why these aren't. Maybe it's something else. I don't know. But either way, like I said, happy to see it. I'm going to get planting here. We got some rain coming down, so it'll water my seeds for me right away too. So, alright. Alright, so we got those planted, and I checked the bottom of all these. These guys are just completely dead down here. So we planted some of the big round ones, not the giant bushel gourds, but some that make a nice round bowl-shaped one. And then we planted some of the scoops over there. Monster truck here, it's got some cuttings from some fig trees, and those are actually cut off last winter, but you can see they're still green. We had them actually in a walk-in cooler, which was nice. Do that, you'll see it's still green there. And we were planting this row, and this row is going to be used for food, but it's also going to be a propagation place where I'm able to take cuttings from here and make more. But you can see it filled into there, and these didn't really take. And then we got one, and then we got a bunch more that didn't really take. So we're just going to cut some of these up, put them in, and fill that in. And for once, we're down here and we're wet, and it's not from sweat. So a nice drizzle, nice rain. We got that going on. And up over here, I did just spend some time planting some more beets and carrots as well in here by the sweet potatoes and these little tobaccos. This one got in really late this year. And then also in here, next to our volunteer cucumber, a couple daikon radishes and the Korean goji berries. Then up there where my corn got trashed, I got some delicata squash and some yellow crookneck summer squash that we put in. And I think they got time to still turn out a crop for us this year. So we're working on things, we're moving forward. Nice rainy day gardening and getting kind of, it's one thing I never did up north much was plant like a fall crop. I really didn't. So this is all new to me, but I'm getting excited about it. And like I said, when I saw this open up, I was really excited this year. I got to get to build another one of those, but first I got to do things like finish my kiwi trellis for my cold hardy kiwis and get them in the ground and stuff like that. So I got to do that soon too, along with building like 2 more chicken coops and a couple animal shelters. Yeah, we better get to work. All right, pop out. As always, I'm Papa Pepper, and I'd like to remind you, don't post for free. If you'd like to be part of a revolution in social media, an economic power to the people where users can actually blog for cryptocurrency, then I'd recommend that you check out steemit.com and join the revolution. Papa out.